use to find relationship partners matters, just like how you begin an interaction matters. I mean, look at the difference in how these two introduce themselves.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you feel comfortable ranking people's attractiveness?
Oh, yeah. Like my parents would say, I don't know what it's like to be shy. But that really helped me a lot with my modeling career. I'm
done. This is boring. He already moved on from the
Female
original.
gamers
Let's see this. How feminist
is
ideas
growing
make everyone
rapidly,
weak.
especially in Asia. According to games analyst Newzoo, nearly half the world's gamers are now female. But there's a problem. Whilst there are plenty of successful female gaming influencers, very few players like Betty are making it to the very top of the competitive side of gaming, esports.
Oh God, this again? How many times are you guys going to make the exact same boring argument? There's not enough women in whatever male-dominated field we decided to pick. This crap is like how Hollywood keeps making the same exact movies but with different actors. It's so predictable. What's next, the wage gap?
Research from esportsearnings.com.
Fucking own. Dude, this is awesome. Okay, this guy's great. Why are we watching this incel? Because he's making fire content? What the fuck is wrong with you? That's why we're watching this incel.
Shared exclusively with the BBC, found that there are no female players in the top 100 all-time earners, or the top 200. You have to go all the way down to 338th to trans player Scarlett to find a female player. The next female top earner isn't until 680th.
I guess it's just like real sports. But seriously, do you want to know how I know this is just a grift and these media companies?
Bro, homie, you are way too much of a fucking 4chan poll guy to make the distinction between real sports and esports, okay? Esports is like, you know, that's the closest you're ever going to get to sports, okay? You are literally a fucking incel YouTube essayist who's like, it's just like real sports. Dude, come on, dude. Self-awareness. Exercise it, please.
These don't actually care about the fairness they're claiming to care about? Think back to all the times you've heard the term male-dominated field and ask yourself, have they ever once said, oh my God, this female-dominated field has no men in it. We need to change that in the name of equality. I haven't, and I watch this stuff for a living. There's a gender disparity in nursing, school teachers, and wedding planners.
Yeah, he means like he literally watches this stuff for a living. Like he stalks women for a living. Okay, that's it. When he says I watch this stuff for a living, he means like I'm sitting outside of the hospitals. Okay, I'm literally following nurses to their home, watching them at night.
But I have never heard them call for more men in those fields.
Dota 2 has the most lucrative esports scene going. Champions become millionaires. But no female professional players have ever won a world championship. And very few have even made a living. And it's not...
I'd never understand this argument because, like, what's the take? Is it that, like, women are incapable of being good at video games? Like, are you 12? Or do you think there's, like, other additional underlying reasons as to why women aren't exactly flooding the marketplace currently? Like, is that what it is? Straight up? Like, what's... I mean, I get it if you're talking about fucking, like, you know, cis men competing against cis women with respect to, like, fucking, I don't know, basketball or some shit. That, it makes sense, but, like, what is the physical hurdle with respect to women participating in gaming? Like, what, you think their brains are stupid or dumber or something? I don't get it.
Not just Dota 2. No women have ever lifted the biggest trophies or won the biggest prize purses in any esport. And it looks like 2021 will be the same.
That just sounds awful. Things are so unfair. But did it ever occur to you that there's never been a female...
Let me guess, dude. Let me guess. I can't wait for this incredible argument. It's going to be so different than everything we've heard before, chat. Because they're bad, or because they're servile and subservient and want to stay at home and cook in the kitchen, and every moment that they're not doing that, they're going against their fucking better judgment and natural inclinations. Is that why? I wonder what he's going to say.
Team at the top because statistically it doesn't make sense? How could that be? The BBC said earlier that 50% of gamers are women.
According to games analyst Newzoo, nearly half the world's gamers are now female.
This must mean that 50% of high-ranking players should be women. Except wait, it turns out that when you specify what kind of games people play, Women don't
I love when like these kinds of video essays, not the one that the incel dude is making, but like the original video that he's reacting to, are quite literally being like, well, there's a disparity here, right? So why do we think the disparity exists? And then incels will look at that video and go like, why are you making a video? I already have the answer. It's like, dude, well, that's they're asking the question.